again, and just week after week showing up, the support, and it helps the job these guys did on the field at home on those Saturday nights. But again, the Saturday nights in the Valley will never be the same, but it's just a great, fun atmosphere, like these guys said, hard to truly describe. If you get a chance to go, you need to go, but it's phenomenal.
Hi, Coach. Guys, Gloria Moreleo, Channel 5. Coach, specifically for you, last year, one of the first and last things you said was, we have officially set a standard. What are you guys doing this year to meet that standard?
Well, the big thing, we turned the year over in January, was raising that standard. And again, credit to this first group in 2024 and setting that standard for everything we do in our program on a daily basis, but and then going through the season. But that standard's been set, and of course, we talk about the fans. They have an expectation at home now, and we've kind of put ourselves in that position, but. The standard's been set, but it's been raising that standard. And going from off-season, it's just the volume of everything we're doing has raised it, whether it's the lifting, the running, everything we're doing has just been elevated, and these guys just keep attacking it, knocking it out. But that's, again, we've raised the standard of our schedule. Schedule's going to be a lot tougher. The conference is tough enough, but we know to compete week in and week out in this conference, we've got to play good competition in non-conference, so that's going to continue to be the plan as we progress here as a program.
And then, of course, we can talk about Coach H coming into your system this year. What has he added to this offense?
Coach A, I think I saw him out there a minute ago. He'd come up here and talk. No, he's phenomenal. It's just been around, great offensive mind, been around the system that we use, and been around coaching for so long. But he's so great with these young men. Does a good job. But so much he can bring to the table. Really takes a lot off my plate. I can get around now and get involved in the defense and get involved in special teams and things like that. But just excited about the season, and how he's going to add value for us.
Coach, obviously the first year through the Southland Conference last year, what did you learn about this league, just competing against this really quality league week in and week out?
Really, I mean, it hasn't changed. Like I said, played in the Southland in the 90s, coached there several years ago as an assistant. It's always been tough. It's always been competitive, but it's, it doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter what the record is. Any team, I feel like any team is capable of beating anybody, and, credit to the ones who can continuously, you look at SFA that goes undefeated in the conference last year, so that's extremely hard to do, but it's tough, gritty. The words every the coaches said earlier, it's a tough, gritty conference. It's a fun conference, but extremely competitive year in, year out, and multiple teams in the playoffs. I think that's something you'll see consistent.
Coach, I think Brett Holmes, Channel 4 and Channel 23. I think it's pretty telling the fact that you're able to bring two freshmen All-American alongside with you. This is a young program that's built off of its youth, and the youth is showing out this year. What does that mean for this program going into year two, especially with two guys hoping to get a pretty big year two out of this year as well?
Probably the biggest thing for us, last year we sat up here and he hadn't played a college football game. He hadn't played a college football game. We didn't know about really any of our guys. Even if the guys that transferred in, they still, they came there because they hadn't been playing. So we hadn't had a lot of game experience. But, the big thing now, we do know what these guys can do in ball games. They're able to hold on to some of these guys and keep them here. 8 starters back on defense. So now seeing, again, what they can do in ball games, knowing what their strengths are, now we can tweak our schemes and tailor fit our schemes to fit them and what their strengths are. So you'll see some different stuff there in our schemes. But, again, and then knowing what the defense, how the defense attacks on all 3 phases and being able to really get in that and now tailor fit our schemes as well for our opponents.
And Jaden and Nick, this can go to either of y'all. What is the trust that you've gotten from your coach done for you already so early in your career, and how are you using that as fuel going into year two and hopefully starting to put this program on a championship pedestal?
It just allows us to play free, allows us to play relaxed, play free, know that he trusts us and that we're allowed to play our game, and he knows that we know what we're doing.
I would pick up off the same thing he said, competitive trust. So, we went out there and we balled out year one, so he has trust in me that I'm going to go out there and do my job every play, 4 quarters of the game, so I got to do it now. I can't just give up or can't say, oh, I'm hurting. No, I got to go out there and play 4-quarter ball game now, and, yeah, that's really it.
And last one for me, Coach Bush, obviously there's a lot of production that went to the portal this offseason in the receiver room, but that's also telling you're getting Power 4 eyes on your program, and your formula is working down here. to where it's able to go to a bigger stage. How are you going to use that to help teach these new guys that are taking up some of the production that was leaving, saying, you've got the trust from this roster, and you can step into this and draw even more eyes to this program?
Yeah, I think really everybody in our conference, we're in the same boat really at the FCS level, and but a great opportunity. We talk to our team all the time. We talking to recruits. Just I think for college athletes nowadays, just living a great time. They live in such a wonderful time. Everything's tailor fit to them, and everybody has that goal to get to the highest level. And I think there's so many more avenues there nowadays to get there. And you see guys really prioritizing your playing time now and things like that. But it's where we are, and we're honest. We recruit to it. We want to help these guys, and it's their career and their life. But really. Again, you go back to talk about trust. Trust is earned, and from the job they've done, from when they stepped on our campus, and what they've done in that locker room, and building that culture, that foundation, that chemistry, that unity in our locker room. It started with this first class, and they've done a phenomenal job. But definitely, there is that opportunity, at our school, at any school in this conference, to work your way up.
Hey guys, Megan Murray, Sports Director, CBS 4, NBC 23. So going into year one, I know the expectations inside the locker room, you guys had it sky high, but outside world didn't really know what to expect from you guys. After a 9-3 first year season, do you feel any more pressure now on your shoulders, and this can go to all you guys heading into year two?
Not really. I mean, if again, as you go back to year one, I mean, everyone, and we talk, as soon as these guys got on campus in 2024, it's going to be a process. It's going to be a process, and that's part of it, and everyone's told them that. But it was their mindset. Their mindset in that year one, their mindset was how fast can we speed up this process. And from the fall of 2024, that was their mind. And they've just embodied that win-today mentality that we live by, and maximizing their potential each day, and really just focusing on one day at a time. And that's all we did last year. We didn't talk about winning football games. We don't talk about winning football games. We still don't. It's about being the best we can be every day and maximizing that potential, and really focusing on that process to get the results we want. But so that, going back, it's the same strategy. And then all through off season, we talked about us. We talk about raising the standard. We talk about being 1-0 at the end of the day. But we don't talk about number of games for expectations. We don't talk about championships. We'll talk about that if we get to that point. But right now, we're focusing ourselves, and we start training camp July 29th, and the goal is going to be how good can we be on August 29th. When we get on that bus to go to Vaquer on August 29th, that's the goal. How good can we get in those 31 days to put our best product on the field on August 29th?
Brian Ramos, RGV Sports. This question's for Nick. I'm 4 or 5 guys back on the offensive line. So I know you guys lost a lot of skill players, quarterbacks. So the offensive line group will be the leaders there up front. How are you and that group kind of taking that leadership role on, and kind of with that experience coming back in year two in the system?
It's a lot of competition. We're trying to push each other. We're trying to be the best. We're not trying to have to go back on anything. We're trying to be strongest group. We're trying to be the fastest group. Fastest is fast as we can get. It's relative, but we want to lead. We want to be the guys that are okay. Put it on our backs. Let's go. Run it behind us. We'll take it. You got to pass it. Run it. Whatever time it is, we're ready. That's who we want to be this year, and that's our identity.
And question for Jaden. Last year, defense did a good job kind of setting the tone and really limiting opponents on the scoreboard. What are you guys challenging yourselves? What are you guys looking to improve on here in year two, being with you and Spencer Rich back there in the middle, kind of holding down the defense?
Definitely to start fast on the road. I mean, last year I feel like on the road we did not start fast as a defense, and this year we need to start really fast. And another thing is producing more turnovers, getting more explosive plays on the board, so creating havoc in the backfield if it means that, or getting some picks, PBUs, forced fumble recoveries, just getting our offense to maximize their chance to score.
All right, that'll do it for the Vaqueros. Coach Bush, Nick, Jaden, thank you for your time.
Appreciate you.
Stick around, folks. Obviously, we'll be back up here with our next school, Nichols, at about 10:45.